This is a short video tutorial on getting started with Google Sites. Now, Google Sites is often overlooked on the Workspace offer because people think creating a website is hard, but it really isn't. And what Google have put together is a really intuitive drag and drop site where you can add the majority of Google tools from across Workspace into one space. Now, it's available via the Waffle under Sites, and it's also sites.google.com. Now, just like everything with Google, it will save all of your sites in one place, and we use these for all kinds of things across the school. So each year has its own portal that we can put frequently used links and information that they will need. We have our technical support websites, our 16 by 16, which is a reading list, and lots of other things, including all of our post 16 or other options evenings, which didn't go ahead because of coronavirus. Now, when you first go in, you've got a couple of options. You can create from a template, or you can start a blank one. Now, it's so easy to do that I would suggest that you don't really need a template unless you are absolutely struggling for time and just want to get something knocked out really quickly. Otherwise, everything in this is fully customizable and incredibly easy. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just name your site. So I'm just going to call this my website here, and then my name will go up here. And this is what will be accessed in the link if you publish it. With this add logo, that button here for add logo and the settings here are the same. So if we go to add logo, here I can upload some brand images. So my company logo or a favicon. Now a favicon is the thing that sits to the left of the name of the tab. So at the moment it's just a default Google Sites one, but you can change that to your logo. You also have the option now of adding a banner. So it might be that you have a banner across all of the pages in your website, which attracts the user's attention and directs them to anywhere that you want. Now, what you get effectively here is a home page. So when a website looks for a web address, it will always look for the home page or the index page. And this is it. So kind of like your landing page. So you need to give that a title or not. Obviously, you don't have to have a title. This says click to edit text, but you can delete it if you just wanted to have a picture here. And then you can change the image either by uploading, or Google, as usual, has a whole way for you to select images either by searching or ones that they've put together for you. So I'm just going to change to that one. It will automatically adjust your images for readability, okay, which is brilliant, which means you don't, like other website things, you don't have to go and make your image a certain size and a certain resolution. You can also just change your header type here as well. So you have it a large, small, just the title, wherever works for you. Now, adding content, super easy. Double click, and then you've got the option of images, embed, from Drive, upload something, or just some text. And if you use the text, it works just like Google Docs. If you do everything with titles, for example, you can then add a table of contents. Okay, so you can just go straight down to table of contents here, and it will look for anything where you've got headings and subheadings, just like it does in Docs, and it will put a table of contents in for you, which is incredibly useful if you're going to have a large amount of information on the web page. Everything that you put in has editing options on it. You just click on it. So this one, and this is new for sites, you can put that into whatever font that you want and whatever size, and you've got some more formatting options here. And you can also emphasize this section or just do slightly different things so that you can see which are headers and subheadings in your website. Now, if you don't want to get too involved in formatting everything, just go to themes. You can choose one, and then underneath you can just choose a general color that goes with that theme, and you can put a code straight in if you know what your company colors are, for example. Every time you have something in it, it is editable. You can also delete it, but you can also drag it around as well. So if you want to reorder, it's just click and drag. And other more exciting things you might want to add other than text are all in your menu here. Now, it has some layouts for you to choose from. I will often think about what it is that I'm trying to put across, and then I will generally have a layout. But all of these you can again edit. So if I wanted to actually make that one larger, I can just use the drag and drop and it will automatically put a grid in behind me so I can see. But you can start off with using these and then change them however you like. You've also got things like an image carousel. So if you wanted to have a carousel so the images scroll through on your website, you just need to add some images. So I've gone to upload, but what I want to do is just select images just to give you an example. And you can search Google for any images that you want, and if you use a Google search, you know that all of these are able for you to use. Now I'm not going to do that because it's taking up too much time, but you can also control the settings here of how fast it goes through that, and if it needs to be clicked on to start or whether you automatically start when you go onto the web page. Now when you've sorted your layout out, now I might want to put a divider in here, and again I can just drag and drop this around should I want to. Then you can just click on the images, upload images. You can also upload directly from YouTube. You can put an open calendar in there or your calendar in there, and you can put a map in as well. This also links to My Maps if you're using that. There we go. And then I can label this as I want. Now that'll take a little while to come up. There we are. And then if I want to view what I've done so far, I just need to go to the preview, and that will show me what it looks like in various different mediums. So I've got the desktop here, I've got a tablet, and it will also resize automatically onto mobile devices. You don't have to worry about creating a separate site for mobile devices. And to get out of that preview, just exit with the cross. Now this has only got one page, so obviously with a website you tend to have more than one. Here's your home page, which is this page. Now at the bottom here, you can just click on new page, give it a name. Whatever you call it here, it will default and give it the title here, but obviously you can change that should you want to. And what it will do is automatically create a navigation for you. So this is really handy. And you can, if you want to, go to navigation, you can actually change that so it's on the left-hand side, instead of across the top. And as you build your website, this will build for you. If you want to have pages underneath this page, so sub pages, then instead of using the new page here, you can click the three dots, add sub page. So I might want to have my maths department, and then I can add another sub page, and maybe I will have my computing department like this. And then you can have a look here, it automatically builds that up for us. You can also have on your navigation just a let's get rid of that, just a link to an external website. So I'll just demo that by going to Google. You have to give it a name, and then what that does is it takes you to this website, but you don't have to have a page there. So if you just want to test that, I can go to preview. I'll put it onto desktop so I can see what it looks like. And then I've got my departments here that I've set up. And then I've also got a link to Google, which has gone to Google. You can't see it. I'm not recording that part of the screen. Everything is super intuitive. So all of the things that you can insert down here, just double click and have a play with them. It's really good for students to put together portfolios of their work. And then if you want to publish, literally just click the publish button. Currently it defaults to everyone in my domain, so if it's an intranet or an inward facing website which you don't want the general public to view, then you can just leave it like this, and it just means that everyone has to be logged in with their DHSB or Google domain accounts. If you want anyone in the world, anyone on the internet to do it, then you can just change the settings for this site. So it says publish site public, and that means anyone on the internet can find it. You can also buy a domain name in. So if you've got www.yourschool whatever, then you can link the two, and there's a link to how to do that in the how-to guide for this. You can add a collaborator, as with everything with Google. And that is it.